Hola, buenas tardes, buenos días, mi amigos, mi amigas. Thank you for checking out. This is the Mina pullover crop top that I'll be showing you. So we'll be starting at the bottom with our simple double crochet foundation. And here are what we needed: mercerized yarn, 2.5 mm crochet hook, our trimmer, and a marker. So here we are going to use 2 strands of yarn because I am only using a mercerized cotton yarn, so they will be lightweight. Anyhow, you can use any yarn that you preferred. Anything that you have, it will work. So we'll be starting with a slip knot, 3 chain, yarn over, and for the first chain, and pull through 1, pull through 2, and another pull through 2, and that will make us a double crochet. So we will have 2 double crochet already, and at the very end of the double crochet there will be stitch. We're going to put our another double crochet, so pull over 1 and pull over 2. So we'll be continuing doing that. At the very end stitch, we're going to create our another double crochet. So pull through 1, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. So here we have our double crochet, and this is going to be our foundation for the front part of our crop top. So continue doing this and we will meet you at the end. So we have created our first row, and I put a marker in the middle. So we have started with 71 double crochet, and then divided into 2 equals to 35 each sides, but because it's 71 we have 1, so the 36 will be a place for our marker. So turn your work and then start another double crochet for the second row. So for our third row, we'll be making a 35 double crochet, and then I'm going to meet you to the marker. So here we are in 35 stitch. We'll be starting to make the space like we have created in our white crop top that I am showing you. We start with one chain and then skip one where the marker is placed, and then continue making double crochet all through the end. So I'll be meeting you up to the end. So we're now here, the end of our row 3. We'll be making our last double crochet in the space of the top of the double crochet. So chain 2, turn your work, and then double crochet 34, and then I'll see you in the middle. Here is our 33, 34 double crochet, and then chain 1. Oh, sorry, we don't have to chain 1, just yarn over, and then we'll be making our double crochet in the space. 1, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet at the same space, and then skip 1. Continue with our 34 double crochet. So in our 5th row, we'll be making our double crochet and to the middle again, so we'll be skipping another 1 double crochet or the stitch, and chain 1, and double crochet to the second double crochet that we made in the space. So double crochet 1 and chain 1, double crochet 1 again, and chain 1, and then skip first stitch and continue the double crochet. So here in our 6th row, we'll be again skipping 1 stitch and we'll making a double crochet in the space. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, and our second double crochet, chain 2, chain 1, our third double crochet, chain 1, and our fourth double crochet at the same space. And then yarn over, skip the first stitch, and then double crochet. So continue the double crochet until the end of this row. So the same thing, we'll be going to skip 1 stitch and then we'll be making our double crochet in the first space, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and another 2 double crochet in the same space. So this will be a flower. Stitch, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the second space. So here we'll be creating our 8th row. So turn your work after chain 3, and then we'll start making our 2 double crochet on the space of the flower stitch. Double crochet 1, double crochet 2, chain 1, and another 2 double crochet. Then chain 1, and then we'll be going to skip first stitch and then double crochet to the end. So we are going to continue doing this pattern and continue decreasing in the middle by skipping We are now at the end of the row 20, so we're going to start our row 21. So for the row 21, chain 1 and single crochet at the very first stitch, and we are going to make a single crochet in every 6 stitch. So 6 single crochet and then another 6 half double crochet. So again, make a 6 single crochet and then 6 half double crochet and then double crochet the rest stitch. So here now we are done with our half part of front side of our crop top. So we'll be just making the same pattern on the other side. You can start at the end again, so you'll be ending up at the same spot. So in the space of our last double crochet, we'll do slip knot and then create 2 chain. double crochet to the next stitch all the way to the middle. Now that we are here in the middle, we'll be creating the same pattern just like we did on the other part. We should skip one stitch at the end, yarn over, and then on the space, first space that we made, we'll be putting 2 double crochet. One, two, then chain one, then another 2 double crochet on the same space. So chain one and 1 double crochet on the middle space where our 1 double crochet on the other part is in. 1 double crochet, and then on our next row we will create the same pattern. So we'll start with chain 3, then you work, yarn over, and 2 double crochet on the space of the flower. Chain 1 and another 2 double crochet on the same space. So as simple as that. Continue doing this, and then we'll meet at the next pattern. So skip one and then double crochet. We are done in our front side. So we have created this slanting line on the top of our shoulder, and we'll just set this aside, and we're going to start in our back side. So here I already created my double crochet, 71 double crochet again, and 5 row. So I'll be starting now again on 6th row. So go and make your first 5 row of your double crochet of 71 double crochet each rows, and come back when you are done. You can pause the video. On our 6th row for the back side, we are going to split again on the middle and put a marker on 36 double crochet. So we are on 34 double crochet, and we skip the 35th stitch, and then yarn over, make a double crochet on the 36th stitch, and then chain 2, yarn over, and put another 1 double crochet on the same stitch. So we have created this V shape, and then skip 1 stitch and 1 double crochet, and continue doing the double crochet. Here on our 7th row, when we reach to the end of the double crochet, we'll be skipping 1 and then putting a 1 double crochet on a space, chain 1, another 1 double crochet on the space, and chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1 again, and our 4th double crochet. So yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and then double crochet all the way to the end. Here on 8th row, we are going to start our flower stitch. So double crochet on the first space, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and another 2 double crochet on the same space. Then chain 1 and 1 double crochet on the second space, and this is the end of our 8th row. So in 9th row, 3 chain, turn your work, and then 2 double crochet on the flower stitch space. So we are just going to create the pattern just like we did on the first part of the crop. Just continue doing this until you reach the 20th row, and then start again on the other side and continue the pattern. So for the 21 row, don't forget to do 6 single crochet, 6 double crochet, and double crochet the rest of the stitches. So here, as you can see, our back side is bigger than our front sides. So we just turn these pieces inside out. Which do you think is right side? You put it inside, because we are going to sew them together. You can sew them together by using a single crochet, or just use a needle if you have, but I prefer single crochet. So you just get the 2 stitches of the first single crochet, so you will have all 4 loop on the hook. And then single crochet to the end, and I'll meet you on the flower stitch. So here, don't worry if you think that the other piece is overlapping the front piece, because in the back piece on the flower stitch, we'll be making our tie or our ribbon. So just do your best to align the pieces of the front flower to the back double crochet of the back side, so we will be having only 5 double crochet of the flower, enough to make our ribbon. So there are left 5 double crochet of the back piece. So we start with 2 chain, and then we're going to make 4 double crochet on the rest of the 4 stitches. So this is going to be the 2, 3, 4, and 5. So chain 2, turn your work, and then double crochet 5 again. 4, So you'll put your last double crochet on the space, not on the chain. You don't have to put it on the chain 2 or the first. We are doing that so that we can avoid the gap or the big space. So only use chain 2 on the first stitch, and then continue the double crochet. So just keep doing this until you reach your preferred length of your ribbon. So I am now done with the same side. So I want my ribbon to be long, so I can put any style, or it's look fun for me to have a long tie, and I like it like that. In here You have to turn your work inside out because we are going to start uh, on the bottom part to create our rib or the stretch band. So we start with double crochet on the other piece, then here at the end we'll be connecting them together with another double crochet, so you don't have to slip knot, just continue making the double crochet all the way around. So at the end of this double crochet, you can slip knot on the first double crochet that we made on the other piece. So here I already created 4 rows of double crochet. So here is our foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry, it is 5 rows of double crochet. So in our 6 rows we can start our rib pattern. So we'll be doing a back pose and front pose. So we'll take our first 2 chain on our front pose of our double crochet, and then yarn over and back pose, one double crochet, and then front pose, another double crochet, so as simple as that. Just keep doing front pose, back pose, front pose, and back pose, and then I'll meet you at the end. So on this row we are going to end up on a front post. So double crochet on the front post and slip knot on our first 2 chain. And the next row, chain 2, and then back loop, back post of our double crochet, front post of the first double crochet, second double crochet, and then back loop of the third double crochet. So continue following the pattern of front loop, front post and back post of the double crochet until you can reach the size of rib that you want, or stretch band. Is that what you called? I don't know what to call this one. Stretch band, I guess. So you can make or create your own length that you preferred, and I'll meet you at the end. So here's mine. I preferred a long, or 3 inches long, because I am making this crop top for my daughter, so I want it to be a little bit longer. So for this tutorial, for what I have showed you, the first crop top is long sleeves. We'll be making this short sleeve because my daughter doesn't want it to be long sleeve, so she like it just like this, short sleeve. And I choose to make a lace by single thread only, so it will be lighter and cooler. But you can still do the long sleeve one. Just continue making the pattern long enough for you to reach your elbow or your prepared length, and then just do the stretch band or rib band that we did in the waist part. So here I'll be using one strand or one ply or one pull over yarn, and then as you can see, there is the loop at the end of the double crochet. So we'll be going to put one double chain 2, and then 2 double crochet on each double crochet space. So chain 2 on the first loop and 2 double crochet on each double crochet space. So I'm going to meet you on the top or on the shoulder part. We are now here on the shoulder part, on the top. So you can, as you can remember, we created single crochet there. So every first single crochet we'll be putting a 1 double crochet. So in the first single crochet we put 1 double crochet, and then on the second single crochet space another 1 double crochet. Then continue the 2 double crochet in each double crochet space, and then we'll meet you on the end. Here on the end we'll end up with a 1 double crochet in the bottom stitch of the double crochet space. As you can see, there is one loop there or hole. You will put 1 double crochet to match our first 1 double crochet. So we have created our odd numbers. So these are by 2s. And then chain 3, yarn over, skip 1 stitch, one double crochet, yarn over, chain 1, yarn over, and then skip 1 stitch and double crochet. And then chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet. So this is our lace pattern. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch and 1 double crochet, and the pattern will be continue. And you can create it, as I said, you can create the length that you want for the sleeves. You can choose long sleeve onto your elbow or below your elbow, and then for the end of the row of the lace you will be putting 1 double crochet each stitch, including our space, and then you will start doing the ribbing pattern. On the next row, chain 3 and then put the first double crochet on the top of the double crochet, then chain 1, double crochet on the top of the double crochet. So for this short sleeve, we'll end up with a chain 1 and then slip stitch and yarn over, skip the first space, and the second space we put a 3 double crochet, and then chain 2, 3 double crochet on the same space, and then skip the double crochet, and then in the second double crochet put a single crochet, then yarn over, skip first space, 3 double crochet on the second space, chain 2 and another 3 double crochet on the same space. Skip 1 double crochet, and then the next double crochet, single crochet. So one more, skip first space, 3 double crochet on the second space, chain 2 and another 3 double crochet on the same space. Then skip 1 double crochet, and the next double crochet, single crochet. So just keep doing this until you reach the end, and I'll meet you there. and we are done. So the size of this uh, pullover crop top is extra small to medium, but if you want to add more size or bigger size, you can add more uh, foundation chain or foundation double crochet. You will end up with odd numbers. So for this one, we use 71 double crochet as a foundation chain. You can add another 4 or another 2, so you will have 71, another 4, 75 double crochet as a foundation or a foundation chain. So just keep in mind that you will end up with odd numbers, so that you can divide the piece into two number into two. And for the length, you can always add more rows. Just use a tape measure to measure your size, your body size that you want, and the pattern will always stay the same. So thank you for watching, and I hope you like it. Please leave a comment below, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you for your support, and we'll be looking forward to see you soon on another tutorial.